Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the latest edition of Stoop Talk Podcast. I'm your host, Lance BCE, and no, I'm not going to try another slogan because I butchered the last three, so we are going to keep it regular today.
That was
Lance
good.
BCE. All right?
Maybe that should be
Good
your
job.
intro
Good.
every week.
Active, DJ Active. How you feeling? What's up?
I'm good. I'm great. We're blessed.
We're blessed?
Yeah, we're all of us.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I'm feeling pretty good.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah. All right. I do want to say I think you've met your match. You're gonna meet your match today. So there's somebody that's here that, you know, from what I hear, she ain't really scared of you like that. You know what I'm saying? So
So you
knows
scared?
you very well.
I don't think nobody's scared of me except you.
You scared of him?
I never said that.
You insinuated that you
but
are.
You said I'm at my match today, which meaning that you're scared of me.
This is starting off bad already.
Chase, how you
walking
feeling,
into
man?
it.
Yo,
He just
What's
loves
up?
stepping shit.
yeah.
What's up, Chase? How you feeling, man?
Goody, man. I'm chilling, bro.
Nice hat.
You already know.
Where'd you get that from?
I didn't buy it.
ChristophChristian.com.
Yeah, I mean, duh. I mean,
I got it straight out the box.
straight out the box. Nah, I appreciate you though, bro. Looking
There
good.
you go again with this whole thinking the shit is his. I appreciate you.
I
Like
can't.
it's
I can't
his-
appreciate you.
It's just his merchandise.
Hey,
Anyways, thank you, Chase. We're gonna skip the special guest. We're gonna get to her last. You know what I'm saying? We gotta save the special people in here for last. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do. Anyways,
That's why you first. Okay, yes.
What's up? We here.
that was funny. I ain't gonna lie. All right, that was it. Keds, what's going on?
My
What's
dog.
up?
Chilling, man, chilling. What's
How
up?
you feeling, man?
I'm good.
I like that hat too.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
You know, I need a new one of that.
Yeah.
I want the black one though, son.
You ain't. I'll sell you mine.
You ordered it already?
Mad times.
Dub.
Bring it to the cleaners though. I'll sell it to you at a
Dub.
No.
That's
Okay.
a dub. You probably stretched it out.
Oh,
Keds, we
shit.
appreciate you. Thank you for being here
You
today.
alright?
Yes, sir. Phresh, how you feeling? What's up?
Yeah, feeling good, living better. You know,
Better
every
than
day
you,
above
nigga.
ground is a blessing.
You know, I really appreciate that little joke you try to make on me just now. I thought we spoke prior to the show that we was gonna do that.
It wasn't a joke.
All right. Anyways, we have company here.
Yeah, facts.
Anyways, thank you, Phresh.
You my dog.
So today we have a very special guest. I actually spoke to Active about this person a while back, and I didn't know that it was gonna happen tonight. But you know what? We making it do what we making it do. You know what I'm saying? So we have no other than Chantel is in the building. How you feeling? What's up? I'm glad you're here.
It's a pleasure to be here. I also didn't know it was going to happen tonight.
I guess you could blame one particular person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm here and I'm ready. Happy to
Yes.
be with you guys.
Welcome, welcome.
Yes, yes. Yeah, your story is from what I've heard is very interesting. So that's why I really wanted to get you to come in at some point. We actually, I think it was season 1 or season 2. We had one of the shows that you actually work with, Corey. We had him on here as well.
Right.
Mentioned you briefly or whatnot. So I know you're into event managing, event coordination, logistics planning. So I just kind of want you to just give us like a brief synopsis of how'd you get into it and what exactly you do and what you offer and provide.
Okay. I don't want to be long-winded, but I think college I really ran into my passion for event management and just logistics in general. I was the president of the State of Florida Caribbean Student Association. So that's like 30 schools that I was responsible for. And
Right.
once a year we would do a conference where we would pick a school, but all the schools would be in attendance. And just the anxiety of having to put on something for over 1,000 students at that time, how college kids are about their money. It was a rush for me. And I think that's where my passion grew. I went on from there to work for really big promoters within the Caribbean community, most of Red Eye, Soca Viver, rest in peace
Yeah.
to Marlon. He just passed. He's
Right.
a big influence when I was in college. He had me hustling tickets throughout the state of Florida. So that's kind of where I learned my passion for the field. And then I just kind of developed it from there. I moved around a lot. I moved back to New York about 12 years ago. Prior to moving back, I did my own small events, wasn't really in the scene as far as event management, but did my little events, managed DJs, artists, things of that nature. But when I came to New York, I figured that the only way I could make my mark as an event manager was to actually do my own events. Started like that and just kind of worked my way, throughout the industry, Caribbean community most of all, until as of recently. And it just developed from there. I mean, it's my passion. It's, I think, my God-given talent. It's what I love. So just seeing it flourish, especially in the past 2 years, has been really a blessing for me.
Yeah.
Climbing to
Are
the
you from
top.
the islands?
My father's Trinidadian, my mother's Costa Rican.
Nice.
I've been to Costa Rica before. Beautiful place.
Nice.
Right.
I just came back from there a week or two ago.
She's always coming back from somewhere a week or two.
Sound
ago.
like you.
No, not like me.
Big-
This one?
Big monies.
Huh? Nah.
So I just want to ask you just one question regarding to what you said regarding getting into doing your own events. So when you started doing that, did you like notice I guess things started to like change for you in terms of working with other event planners and promoters? Like how did that transition go for you? Like when you actually started, I just want you to talk a little bit more specifically about that transition for you.
So again, and I still say this to this day, even though I do multiple events, I don't love it necessarily. I like the planning aspect of it, but the getting people to buy tickets,
Right.
having to make sure you got a good crowd and you don't flop, that part I don't love about it. I think for me, I focused on my execution and people seeing that it was ran a certain way, it looked a certain way. And I think from there, I started to get the exposure. To be honest, prior to even moving to New York, I worked for bigger brands and they just used to be like, she's a beast. Like I'm not necessarily girly. I have that side, but when it comes to business, I don't mind. I'm carrying a table. I'm doing whatever it takes. So I think for me, when I came to New York, I didn't really focus so much on the promotional aspect of it, but just the execution of it. And people started to see that. So, and I'm blessed to have people in the industry that are up there that really just co-sign for me. So I don't want to take that for granted. I have artists I come from a musical family. So I have artists, a lot of big DJs, a lot of people that just believed in me. So when they started co-signing on me, I guess that was what gave me the break. And there's a I'm sure you guys have heard of Sugar Cane Restaurant.
Yes.
So she's one.
We have a mutual friend that his mom owns the place. So yeah, we're very familiar.
Got it. You Cree?
Cree.
Okay, so
The dogs.
That's the homie. Shout out to Cree.
I would work
And
for
his mama.
other promoters, but honestly, when I created a relationship with Charmaine, his mom, I feel like that's what gave me the push into the forefront, because she does not like the limelight. I mean, I don't necessarily either, but she's really just behind the scenes. So her endorsing me, being such a big promoter, a business owner, entrepreneur, thriving within the community, that just propelled me. It's like, why does she have this chick? Who is she? Why is she running around doing everything? So from doing my little events to her seeing it, recognizing that I had a talent, willing to work with me, even though I was nowhere near her caliber as far as, the perception out there. But she's seen that I had a capability to maybe help drive her business in another direction and allow her hands to be free, and not so focused on everything.
So you were part of Blossom.
Yes, I am. Because I consider all my clients, I'm a part of them. So I wear their brand on my back. And I think that's what also separates me from everyone else.
And I
That's
can
dope.
say that, yes, I can, because I've experienced a few of your events. Probably your event was probably the most recent one, maybe I've been to, that she was doing. And I told you how I felt.
Word.
Right. And I
Yeah?
told you when I was like, yo, this.
You did that.
Yeah.
His last
did that.
event?
That
You
was
did
Prash's
that.
morning.
Okay,
Yo,
okay.
Like
She
just
did
in
that.
terms of how everything was just organized and set up. Like it's funny that you mentioned, about the, the logistics and just running, making sure the execution. And you saying that that's what you love. Like for me personally, like it's the complete opposite for me. Like I actually love the, the promoting side.
So we
getting
would make
people-
good team then.
Right. Yeah. And it's the execution. Like kids know probably more than anybody here. Like like, yo, bro, the decor, handle that.
The
Like, you know what I'm
presentation
saying?
is
Like
very important.
the presentation is very important, but sometimes that's not like where I'm best at. And I know that. You know what I'm saying? So I rather focus on just the people, getting people in. And the funny thing is, back to Active, I'm glad that y'all two are actually made that connection, because I used to tell Active all the time, if you want to get to where you want to be, you got to start doing your events. Like you can do it. Like you can do it. I know you have capable, because there's a lot of people that, they're rooting for you,
They
right?
look for active.
They looking for now, especially now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I'm glad that you was able to help him make that, transition. And now my boy Active is a big
He's
time,
big time.
Facts.
household name. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Like I said,
I'm alright.
the experience that I got, from going to the event that you pretty much managed for him, it was I
Yo.
told him, I was like, yo, it was an A1
Whose
experience.
idea was it for the personal text?
Oh, with the bottle
the
service,
bottle
right? I
service.
never
That's
experienced that
mine.
before.
That was you?
Yeah.
Yo.
I never experienced that before.
But I told you.
Bro, I do that at every event. Calm
I
down.
told you.
I knew that
No,
was
you
about
did
to
not.
happen, so I was
No,
waiting
you
for it.
did
I'm
not.
gonna lie.
I told
I do
you.
that at every event.
I said, yo, I don't want these people to be waiting on their bottle.
Okay, but that's a
And then-
process I have.
All right. And
Yo,
you was like,
man.
all right, we could do this.
That
So
shit
it was
talking
literally
shine.
my
Stop trying
idea.
to steal the
Son, it
That
was
shit
my
was the
idea,
That was my
dopest
sauce.
thing
That was
I
my
had
sauce.
seen in an
Yeah.
event. In
Nah, but they
forever.
love that they came in, and I don't know. I guess it was Remy or whatever.
Remy was the
Mhm.
one that dealt with me.
Oh, she's
Right.
great.
Yeah, like from literally,
It's
I
great.
felt like I was in the store. You know what I'm saying? Like she was there from every step of the way. From as soon as I got there, I didn't
know
really
it
have
was
to do
crazy.
much. And like I was just taking care of.
You had
the
to do
whole
nothing.
I was taking care of the entire
because
night.
it make
I'm mad
it
at
feel
myself.
personalized.
right,
And that's
I
a
felt,
big touch
I
in
told him I
business.
felt very special.
Oh,
that night.
that's good.
Yeah, that's
You
what
should
I
tell
told
him
him.
again, because sometimes he debates on who we should hire, and that's actually my girl.
Well,
With them glasses, you still can't see it.
well, let's not.
Yeah,
That
now
is
you're not gonna
my
get into
girl. That's my girl. So
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear that. No, that's a big deal to me.
Yeah, and I never told you that because I know once you came on the show, they was gonna tell you that. So.
Fucking lying.
No, because no.
You ain't know when she was coming on the
No,
show.
but to be
Yo.
fair, me and Active spoke about several
A
times
long
about
time ago.
her coming on the show.
Yeah, and
This was
I
in the
was
works
like,
for a
I'm not
while.
even gonna tell because she loves stuff like that. So I was like, I'm gonna wait for her to hear it from y'all.
You wanted her to receive the gratification.
Yeah,
So I was like, yo, I want to do something different. I don't want to do the typical, like, just a party. Like, if we gonna create an experience, you know what I'm saying? Not just an actual, event. So it was from that point on, we kind of started, not just having regular events. It was like even the podcast brunch event. Like
Oh,
It
kinda-
was
yeah,
too much
was
sauce.
dope.
That same winter, we did the first toy drive.
the
And then we
Christmas
just
joy,
kept them two
Right.
things rocking.
along with other things that we did. Well, me and Nikhil, or me by myself, did on the side.
Right.
But yeah. So, and I say that because your event, you had an event that I was told to by somebody else that we both know, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm going such and such tonight." I was like, "Oh yeah, where at?" Because I was trying to find something to do that night. I was like, "Yeah, I might pull up," and she was like, "You can't go. This is a all ladies event," and I'm like, "All ladies? What type of party is
Now
this?"
you really want to go.
And then
How much do I gotta pay?
Lord and behold, I see Active. He was there and he
Of
was
course.
DJing, and I'm just seeing the scene, and I'm like, "Yo, bro, whose event is this?" And that's when he told me, he's like, "Oh, this is Chantel Lifestyles." I was like, "Oh, that's so dope. I like that."
So you
So
was
I
the
kind of like
only
the
man?
creativity.
well, me and Reef and the camera picture guy.
It was an event with straight
Yeah.
women. It was just women.
Clap it
It
up.
was just women.
You should have told Active you personally deliver his hookahs.
So I just want to ask you, what made you like kind of curate an event, such as that, and I just want to commend you on the creativity, because like I said, I like when I go to, I know this events that are like just different, it's an experience, not just the typical, you get what you get, your party, this, that, and the third. So talk to me about how that one came about.
It's called Brunch Beauties, I think. Is that the one? Because you did all my female. You were at all my female events. Brunch
You
Beauties.
have more of these.
So so maturity
what time
is
they
what.
Get out? No, I'm playing.
They gonna get themselves in trouble.
I think maturity is what brought that about. Just growing as a woman. I think that having a circle of women in my life, let's say probably the last 12 years, where there's not cattiness, we're not fighting, and just like looking at our relationship is kind of what inspired that, and the maturity of it. So I feel like there's this, stigmatism that women can't get along, and that, and I mean, obviously there's always going to be that, but I wanted to change the narrative on
That's
that.
right.
So that's what my, and also I'm shy, believe it or not. So also to push me to meet new women. And I feel like a lot of other women have that issue. Like, how do I approach her? Or, if I'm really not that outgoing. So I felt like it was an arena, a safe arena for us to just be ourselves. We could still look fly because, when you look fly, it's not necessarily for a man. It makes you feel better about yourself. So an arena where it's just us, there's no dudes trying to, hey, what's up, or whine on you. You could just, and I really, it's my best event ever. And I've been in the industry in general for about 16 years. So that says a lot that a year ago, I'm saying I did my best event. But I just put it all on the line. Expense-wise, my family and friends poured a lot into it as well, because it was just way more than I could have grossed, because the pandemic, numbers, capacity. And from that, I kind of launched, like I was trying to do like every couple of weeks a girls' night out. So that'll be coming up again in September. But throughout the summer, I'll launch a few girls' nights out. One was a sip and paint, a sip and strip. Yeah.
Sip and strip.
What?
Yeah. So we painted, and then after, like, I had a dungeon where I created a room where we had one or two strippers, and just
like
us
some
having.
Shades of Grey type shit.
I'm good.
No,
But
it was female
female
strippers.
strippers.
Oh, okay, because this is all women. I'm like,
Yeah, it was female strippers and a male stripper
The
too.
great thing about Chantel is she put her heart first.
I could tell.
She worries about the money, but about how much to put out. But she always put her heart first, and she's gonna do what she wants to do.
you're thinking outside the box.
No, she's gonna do what she wants to do. There's no thing. If she's putting her mind to something, she's gonna do it. No matter the cost, she's gonna find a way, and she's gonna do it. But she always put her heart first. She never, like how when you think certain people in the industry, let's keep it real. Like when they do an event, they're just thinking about how much money they could make. She's thinking about the happiness of the people inside the event to enjoy themselves. And this is why me and Chantel are the way we are, because I think about the people as well.
Yeah, it's true. We click on that. We click on another level. It's true.
So I got a question. So
What?
I could be thinking about the girls, nigga.
Nah. Well, yeah. And that's another thing. That's true. I'm all for women too.
And he has a huge female clientele.
But if he could see that,
We
then I
know.
could see why Sugar Kane would have seen that. Because her events are
very true.
They give you a luxurious vibe.
Absolutely.
It's nothing but good vibes. I've never been to any of her events where there's any type of drama.
Energy.
Well, it's a mature
And
crowd.
she's always doing different. Like the one Blossom I went to, she had dances and costumes and all kinds of shit. Like what?
Yes.
Then she did the Halloween party that Katana went to.
I was there.
And they had exactly. Did they have the people with the costumes up, like
Yeah,
in the air and all that?
Cages, yes.
Yeah, come on. son,
She's
who's
a
doing that?
visionary.
Yeah.
She's a visionary, and I've learned a lot from her. And it's funny that Active says that because it just made me think I probably get a lot of that from her, that she doesn't spare a penny to execute her vision. And I think I'm a middle ground of her because she just goes all out. And I mean, I'm not there yet, but I feel like I have a good balance of it. She doesn't care. Like if she has a vision for something and it's 100K, she doesn't fall short of
she's
that.
like Michael Jackson. You know that clip that he just went into whatever, he was just picking out what he wants?
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah,
Like,
she's
I know Phresh said he had a question. Oh, was that?
Yeah.
Did you ask
sorry.
that? Oh,
I
you
didn't
did.
ask yet.
He didn't ask.
Oh, you did.
I
Oh,
just
go ahead.
started talking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, but I would ask, like, since you have like such a big imagination and a vision for what you want to do, like, what would you say is like your dream event that you haven't done yet? Like, if you could,
Unlimited
no
budget.
expense spared event.
I don't
like,
think
what
she
would it
should
be?
say that though. Somebody might steal
Could be
it.
an idea.
well,
still.
remember, I'm not my goal is not to do this big event. My goal is to operate it.
Right.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So it would be nice, but my goal is to see my clients at a place where they're doing a huge, like Active, you know, I'm always like, all right, Active, what's next? Like, how do I create, how do I take his vision and help increase whatever his ideas are, or whatever his market is, or his brand? Like, what's Corey's next move? Because he's, you know, accomplished so much. Or Reef, like, all right, what are we doing, Reef? Is this something that we're just throwing out, or like, how are we gonna brand this more? Now, I recently worked for Child. Child's huge.
Yeah.
So how do I develop what he's already had? How do I show him that I'm bringing something to the table? But to answer your question,
Nah, I'll
not nec-
rephrase it. I'll
okay.
rephrase it to piggyback off of what you just was saying. So your favorite event that you spoke about, is there anything that you think you would have done differently or better to enhance the experience that the women had at that event?
I think that I nailed it. Not to be cocky, but honestly, like I said,
like
in
that.
all these
That's
Yeah,
what I
I like
years,
that answer.
That's
in
what I
all
heard.
these years, this is the first time that I left, and I literally, like, I usually either have to
And
come
you
down
enjoyed
because
yourself.
of budgets, or I usually never get to fully execute what I want because I can't afford it.
Yeah.
And that kind of probably ties into the promotional aspect of it, because I'm just not going as hard, you know, because I don't love it.
Right.
So I always have to scale back a little so I'm not taking too big of an L, because I never really mind taking an L, and that's something that I had to learn is not great.
Yeah.
But it was my first time that and my family and friends literally were just sending me money. Active purchased liquor for me. Like, I didn't have to, dumb down my vision for that. Like, it was 150 people, and I did it.
How
I
you
executed
did it
it
your way.
exactly. So I
That's good.
wouldn't add to it, but I want to do concerts. I want to do, like, that's my vision. I want to do conferences. Like, I don't only want to be in the industry, in the party
me-
community.
I'm gonna say this. Let me tell you how much I appreciate you. The next day, Ak party. It was
Okay.
our boy Ak. His party was after Crouch's morning. When I got there and I saw him sweating,
And
Yo, it's not even funny though.
Hold
Like,
on.
it was
Because
real
it was
sweat.
real.
It's
Wait,
real sweat.
hold on.
wait,
And I had this conversation with both of
Yes,
y'all
indeed.
about that.
Yes,
and
indeed.
I pointed to, I said,
I know.
AK needs to hire somebody like Chantel.
ASAP.
Yeah.
Because he, this is a repeated offense.
Repeat
And-
offense.
and-
It's not even
and-
funny.
And you know what?
It's not
And he,
even
No.
and
funny.
he actually, he ends up losing
Nah.
money because of that.
yo, in the
But
party.
not
Remember
necessarily
when we went
losing
to the
money,
back?
but
No, but
he ends up capping himself as to how
right,
much
because
he
he
can
could
actually
make
grow.
so much more if
Okay.
he
You
has
see what I'm
structure
saying?
and organization.
Exactly.
Yeah. So in the party, me and Lance go to the back. We about to buy a bottle, whatever. Well, no, you was in the back already.
Right, I was helping him.
Yeah, you was helping him.
I came to the
So-
party and I was helping him.
You know, like Matrix. I slowed down the whole situation, and I'm looking at these niggas. I'm like, yo, I gotta tell Shan I love her tomorrow because boy, y'all was like the bus boys and the friggin' bottle boys at the same time.
The bottle boys.
So I was like, yo, y'all should have told me. I would have had Chantel, do this whole thing. It's like, yo, but now you telling me? I'm like, bro, I didn't know you. I thought you had more structure than this. And then it made me notice. Well, that made me notice, even though I did Summer Champions, that you know what I'm saying, and I was running around like a madman. But to see it the next day that I have to do nothing, that's what made me appreciate her more and what she does. Because it's very.
But you got to understand, you got some people
important.
that don't want to spend the money.
Can you
for
guys
certain
tap on that?
services.
Why is it like that? Like, I have males that hate on me within this industry. Like, why you hiring Shan? And I'm just like, why is that? Why is that? It's not. You don't
First of
see
all,
the value.
I don't think
In
any
your-
of us could attest to
No,
that.
Okay.
no, that's what I was about
Okay.
to say. That's
No,
what I
but
was
she's
about to
right,
say.
because there is a lot of people that feel
No,
like
but you kind of answered it already because a lot of people don't see the value in
they
experience.
do not see the value in the experience.
You
They
understand
only
what I'm
looking
saying?
at
They
how
only
much
look at the
tickets could they
dollars.
sell.
And
That's all they
that's another reason why I
Short-sighted.
said what I said. Because had Chantel would have been at Ock party, he would have enjoyed it. He would have been greeting people. He would have been running around.
And I had a crowd that night, a nice,
Yeah.
sizable crowd.
Yeah. Great crowd, matter of fact. Great crowd.
So why I can call me yet, Active?
Nah, that was his first
It's
birthday.
active fault.
So this year when he does it,
When you hear this,
yeah,
active owe you a fair one.
yeah.
Nah, Ak is the bro. Ak is part of BC too.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
And when they do their event, you're gonna be there. Lance.
yeah.
uh,
Put you on the spot,
Phresh,
huh?
Phresh.
Well,
Well,
I don't
Keds-
disagree. You know I'm with
Yeah,
that
yeah,
shit.
Fred,
You
Keds-
know
Yeah,
I'm with
Keds
that
is
shit.
actually another. He's another.
Yeah.
Like
He's
I
a-
come to Keds. Like whenever we have something major, Keds, will be a part of it. Well, usually a part of it, and Keds, like, he's pretty much. He reminds me so much of you because he's the one that kind of like gives. Keds will ask me like what type of vision I want, or if it's my
Vision
birthday.
is everything. bro.
And I'll sometimes be like, Keds, you tell me what I want. Or I'll tell them a little bit, like, listen, I just want blue flowers. Like, that's
Yeah,
literally what I
nice.
did. And then you just take it away. It was you and your cousin that did that.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
I like
So,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
Keds, I really appreciate Keds for that,
Yeah.
because like I said, that's not where I'm strong at all,
That's
So,
commendable of you, though. I feel like leaders need to know that they need to have the right people on the bus.
yeah,
Right.
we spoke about that on the episode.
And we know
before.
Chase is good at building shit, so whenever we need something
Really?
built,
Oh, I always need things built.
we try to work as
No,
a
I'm
team.
he
serious.
owns a shop.
No,
for-
seriously,
auto
I'm
body
trying
shop.
to have something built for your party, and the guy just told me June 1st.
Like what?
I didn't want to tell him, but I'll show you after. I'll
Alright.
show you after. I'll show you after.
I like how she works.
I'm gonna use it for my company, but his party was gonna be the first party I
you were
launched
gonna use
them
it
at. Right.
Okay.
So yes, that's good.
Yeah.
Networking.
Does anybody else have any other questions for Shan? So I have like one. I want to ask you this one more question, but I'm giving.
Yo, when we do this barbecue, we might have to use her.
Yeah, well, I was talking to Keds about that. Yeah, we might have to.
We might have
so
to. Because it ain't going to be free.
Let me
this
tell you
year.
We
right
gotta
now.
find a.
Let me tell you right
It
now.
ain't going to be
first.
free this time.
No, it's not. No.
I was
Come
about to say
off
this
them
year.
dollars
Who said we
this
was
year.
gonna be able to have it this year?
Never
Right, we
know,
can't
bro.
do it like how we.
Let me tell you
normally
right
do
now.
it.
That's good, though. That's more time to plan.
And you know, y'all don't have to do anything.
Yeah. So
Anything. When I mean, like, y'all can actually enjoy.
Well,
party.
that's false. Because I'm
But-
still going to have to season chicken.
Aw.
No, but what I mean,
that might be the only thing we have to do.
yeah, but
Literally.
y'all don't really have to do too much.
Yeah.
Well,
And
I
this goes for
partner with I
everybody.
partner with you a lot. I
Yeah.
partner with my clients a lot. It's just the day of you really don't have to be hands on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The day of, like, I got chance to, talk to people instead of going back and forth for bottles.
I
And,
mean, which
you
is
know what I'm
also part of the experience.
saying? Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
People
like-
come into your event and they don't see you. They're like,
Right,
yo, yo.
right.
That's
right,
like the
right.
chef
You
that-
still
the
smell
chef
the,
that
you
come out
still
the
smell
kitchen.
the cologne on
I
something.
still, even though I still, I lift a little table or whatever, like, a couple. You know what I'm saying?
So I thought you was gonna
Yeah,
attack
yeah,
Chase
yeah,
for saying
Keds,
that.
did you have a question?
No, go ahead.
All right. So I just want to
We
ask.
got a lot more talking after this.
Yeah, so I just wanted to ask you regarding. I know I mentioned to Kez, like, he usually helps out whenever we have like certain visions or themes we're trying to capture. So when you work with clients in terms, like I said, for the the core and just the execution, do you kind of leave it up to them to kind of give you an idea of what they're trying to do, or do you just come in there like, listen, we're gonna do X, Y,
creative
and Z,
control
or if they-
aspect.
right?
It
the
I can
creative.
answer that for her.
Yeah,
Jeez.
man.
You're not gonna let her answer. I
No,
mean,
Chantel will give you a chance to your idea, and then she would say, "Well, I don't think this is a good idea, or I think we should go with this, or we could try your idea, but I really think we should go with this." And then she would, compromise.
It's true. That's my brother now. He knows. So
Right.
he comes with some whack ideas, I must say. I'll be like, what are you talking about? But again, because it depends on where I'm at in the relationship with my client as well.
Mhm.
So that for me, luckily, our first interaction bred we're family now. So initially I'll say, all right, this is what you want to do. And then I'll give my input, either you take it or not. And then after we just assess why, see if we would have did this or did that. So it kind of depends on the individual. He's very active in how he wants his brand executed. So he generally comes with, Shan, this is my vision. I want this, that. This is what
Active
I'm thinking.
does that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, like he knows how this is the idea of my flyer. And then like he said, I'll be like, I think we should put girls in this or. And a lot of my clients are creatives, which is why we work well together. Because most creatives are not organized. Like if you just, even famous people, they're just generally not organized as creatives. So usually they come and they have these grand ideas and I know how to execute it, if that makes sense. So
Right.
if you come, it depends. If you come and say, I kind of leave it to you.
Mhm.
If you want to give me that leeway, I could definitely draw up something for you. And if you have an idea, I could make it bigger or make it smaller, depending on your budget and what you want to do.
Mhm.
Did I answer your question?
Oh,
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Depending on the budget, I got $500. What you could do?
And you know what she's gonna say?
Could you turn water into wine?
She's gonna put an emoji, one of those. I don't know what I'm
Consultation
gonna do
fee
with
accepted.
that, but But another thing is the problem is with what she asked is that a lot of people are cheap too.
Of course.
Active pays. He just want me to say
course.
that. Yes,
No,
active.
no.
You want me to tell him you pay.
No,
Active
no.
pays well.
No, not no.
Big money.
Ladies,
No,
you hear that?
Active pays well.
Ladies hear that? What?
Ladies, you hear that?
What is he doing?
Come work for DJ Active,
Nah,
aka
I
Mr.
only
Crotch's
got-
Morning.
Chantel
Chantel said he pays very well.
It's only 4 women. All right, that's my
Work for
mom, my
active and it's a
sister,
luxury.
Junior's mom, not by choice, and Chantel.
Oh,
Yo, it's time for the Stoop Breaker. It's time for the Stoop Breakers.
All right. On that note,
Oh man.
before we wrap up with you, Shan, is there any events that you have coming up that you just want to quickly plug in, or in the works, or maybe, or you want to just give a little,
Yeah, Active has an event that I'll be working on May 9th.
Yes, we'll be there.
Red light special is going to be super sexy.
I think BC is supposed to be hosting that, right?
Facts.
And then I have an event coming up with Corey K on the 15th. We do an event called Circa yearly, and it was so amazing this year. We're doing a pop-up on the 15th.
Okay.
Facts.
So that's the next coming event.
And look out for Topaz. Topaz.
Yeah, that's in June. That's
Is it
yeah.
I think it's
I mean, I
Tropez,
have
not
I
Tropez,
guess I
right?
shouldn't have said your event, huh? My next event is the 15th because
Yeah.
I have a million events coming up.
Yeah.
Were you always a part of Tropez?
Tropez. Is it Tropez or
Yes,
Tropez?
I've been working with Corey
not bad.
probably like 7 or 8 years.
Okay,
So
okay.
anything since
From then, okay.
yeah, pretty much Black Excellence is the only event I think he really had prior. Not had, but the
Before
only
you-
event,
before you-
right,
before
that
you.
I came in on that was already rolling. Everything
gotcha.
else I think he's
Yeah.
rolled out since I've been with him.
Right. Right.
Right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's my brother too.
Yeah, shout out to Corey, man. He was great. Like when we had him on. Maybe we might have him back on again, because I know he's doing a lot of like really big things, and he has also his show that he's doing. What is it
Convos
called?
with
Convos
Corey.
Yeah, Convos with,
Corey.
yeah.
Yeah.
So which is dope too. So shout out to Corey K. And on that note, we are going to thank you, Chantel, for that.
That was one of the
excellent,
biggest,
yes, that was an
longest
excellent discussion.
introduction that we had. That was an introduction.
I guess since
Oh,
we all had,
sorry.
yeah, no, it was good though. It was good.
Okay.
I
Brian, was
think-
it good? All right.
Yeah. people need to hear that too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that's in the industry
Stop being cheap.
and the haters need to hear it too.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, the haters ain't gonna like this one too much when this goes up. You know, they're gonna be like, oh, man, Chantel was on Stoop Talk Podcast. I've been hitting active to come on the show for that long. What's going on? But
Stupid.
we ain't gonna talk about that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, big up yourself one time, Chantel. That was good. We appreciate your work, and you know, like I said, we might have something coming up where we all could possibly work together. You know, because I don't like to do too much. You know, the day of. But anyways, so it's time for the Stoop Breaker. Yeah.
It's time for the Stoop Breaker.
So Chantel, basically what this is a basically a little silly icebreaker that's not really in the talking points. It's kind of random, and it's like one of those, you know, silly fun questions we just quickly discuss before we get to the next topic.
Okay.
All right. So, and I usually pick some really good ones throughout the seasons. I've had some really good
Which
Stoop
is-
breakers.
So they're lying on you.
no, so he's lying.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Josh has been here from day one. He can attest and say that. I've had some.
I
Don't
think
involve
you want-
Josh.
Don't involve Josh
I
to
do not think
embarrass
Josh
you.
will-
Okay?
But, and I got a fun one. This shouldn't take too long because I badly want to get to this at least this one topic. But the Stoop Breaker for today is, if you had to choose a cell phone from back in the past to use today in 2021,
Okay.
which one would it be? The Nextel, for example, Sidekick, the Motorola flip phone, just to name a few. But besides the current iPhone,
I'm
that
going
is.
with the BlackBerry. Bro.
Facts.
I would have said Sidekick, but BlackBerry trumped them. BBM was
What?
the move.
Was it because of BBM?
Strictly
Definitely.
because of the BBM.
WhatsApp
was the
kind of like
move.
is
Yes.
I
took
don't give
over
a
for
shit about
BBM.
no WhatsApp, bro.
No, don't tell that to Chantel. She
No.
from the Caribbean. You know?
No.
You got jokes. You got
he
jokes.
never have those. So this is like a Ripley's Believe It or Not moment.
Please. Nah, BBM was the move, son.
Yeah, that BBM definitely had that at a point.
That's a
I can
fact.
agree. I would go with a chirp.
Oh, the Nextel,
Nextel.
right? The
Nextel?
Nextel was fire too, though.
The chirp?
I never was into
Yo,
Nah,
that.
they wasn't.
let me
popular
tell
to
you
me.
something.
That chirp was trouble.
That's what I'm saying. The chirp
No
was
AirPod, a chirp. Nah, I'm good.
No. The chirp was
'Cause
very
didn't that shit go through no matter what? Like, didn't the chirp go through no matter what?
Depends.
depends.
Yeah, if that person, had
Yeah.
Oh,
service
has
or
it?
not.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the chirp had
No, the app-
legendary
the Apple Watch
arguments.
got one.
Okay,
Oh,
the chirp
those-
was everything. Especially you seeing somebody, you walk in and you see somebody arguing and they end it just like while you're talking. That was legendary. You're talking. Imagine arguing with somebody and they just end your call. Like,
yeah.
like that was
Bro,
dope.
that's no different than hanging up on someone.
Nah, it's worse when you're yelling and screaming and you hear that beep sound like
Nah,
they
nothing-
clipped you.
Nah, it's not.
Anyway,
Chase, which one do you say is your favorite?
BBM was cool, but I really would I would actually go with a
The
sidekick.
Sidekick.
Yeah.
That's what I said. If it wasn't BlackBerry, it'd be Sidekick. But you can't front on the original two-way, son.
Oh, the Motorola
When
two-way?
but when the three-ways came out, you know that see-through turquoise blue joint.
That's the
that-
one that actually had the phone on
That
it.
Mhm.
right, the three-way
Yeah.
that you could actually talk
Uh-huh.
on. Those just was lit too, and that's when
I
the
think
polyphonic
I
ringtones
think they had
was
the best
emerging. son.
looking.
Razors were
design.
the
The
best
Razor.
looking. That phone
Razors
sold
look dope.
very well.
I didn't have
Yeah.
one.
I
Of those.
actually just
I didn't
found
have-
mine when I was moving.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, I was like,
I was gonna get one.
I didn't
but
have one. I had
felt-
I had the
like it was too
Nokia
gr-
joint.
Oh,
felt like
was
it was
it
too
girly?
girly.
Was it?
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
only reason why I didn't get
Because
it.
the
Could
most
be
popular
right.
one was the pink
Pink
joint.
one? Yeah.
But
You're
I
right.
had the Nokia joint with Snake on it. Yeah, I remember the
Yeah,
the
those-
candy
yeah,
bar
facts,
style
facts.
joint.
I mean,
Oh,
honestly,
one of
that's
those.
what I was gonna say would be
indestructible-
my
indestructible
phone.
I used to
phone?
fuck up some
Nokia?
Yeah.
snake.
Because yo, honestly, that phone is the most durable phone I've
That's
ever
a
had
fact.
in
Yeah.
my life.
You
That's
could,
a
you could
fact.
kill a
You
nigga
could
with
throw
that
You
that
could
phone.
drop
That
that.
shit was
bro.
like a
You go down
battery.
and say, oh shit, oh this shit perfectly fine.
Fact.
Shit might bounce back to you, like real
Yeah.
shit.
No.
Chantel,
But I
did
will,
you
I will
actually
say
before-
sidekicks had more like styles. Like they
Absolutely.
had the LRG one
Yeah,
that I
the
had.
new one.
Nah, the
And-
dopest one was the 3. When it first flipped out like that.
And it turned around. Yeah.
Because remember, they just used to.
When you
then they
just do
used
like
to,
this.
Oh
side
yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah. The LR,
But
that's
then
the
when
one I
the
had. The
shit flipped
LRG
up.
joint. Yeah. You had that one. Then they had-
Everybody used to.
then
like-
all the girls had the baby
like you was
fat
elite
one.
when you did
Right,
it.
yeah.
You felt elite. You felt elite when you did that shit. Oh, so you got the 3. Nigga, what you got? What you talking about?
I ain't gonna lie, these kids, man. I feel like
They will
I'm glad
never
we
understand,
Yo, I'm
son.
so glad we grew up the times we did, cause like
Son, when
Just-
polyphonic ringtones first hit the scene, you couldn't have no regular ringtone, bro. You had to have the latest fire song, son.
Hell
Facts.
Them
Remember
shits was
when-
like $2 a piece,
Yo,
bro.
I remember when anytime if I didn't have the song, I would have to wait on the radio to get my my what you call it?
You could record
Answer
it.
machine.
Yeah, when you used to do
voicemails.
Voicemails.
They used to do, hello? Yo, hold on, I can't hear you. Turn
Oh,
the music down.
yo,
Gotcha.
And
Okay,
then,
leave a
Them
message.
Verizon came on the scene with the ringback tone.
yeah.
I was never really into those.
Yeah,
joints.
I ain't really care
Never
about
had
that. But
Yo,
Chantel, let me
but
get
that was a
which phone you would if you use.
I
if
think
you
I'm
had
gonna
to.
go with the
The
BlackBerry.
BlackBerry
Yeah.
as well.
I
Yeah,
think
Sh-
I
Chantel
got the
like to
most
text.
use. Yeah,
She
that
loves to
too. I'm
text.
not a. I'm not a.
she's not a phone person.
My favorite one was
No.
the bowl.
I'm actually a phone
the
person.
big joint
Active
with the
gets on my
leather
nerves
back
for that.
that you only could get from AT&T. Y'all remember that one?
Blackberry Bold.
Yeah.
It wasn't like leather.
Yeah, it had the
Yeah,
leather
yeah.
back with
Wow.
the big screen.
The
That
touch
was
screen
Oh,
my
y'all
one.
had
favorite joint.
money.
The touchscreen one?
Nah, it was
No,
not.
it wasn't
He-
touchscreen.
Listen, Phresh
Nah.
is very much
talking
into
about
tech.
the shit-
He
It
loves
Okay,
to tech
okay,
things.
Like a roller, like some type of rollerball. on
It had a
some type of
rollerball
shit.
that lit up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Facts.
yeah.
I remember your brother had one of the touchscreen ones, son. We
The
went to
the torch.
Switch.
That's what it was?
Yeah.
Yo, we
Torch.
went to the store. He got out the car. Goes to the store. He gets back in the car. We pull off.
Oh, you ran it
He's
over, I
like,
think,
yo,
right?
No, I didn't run it over. Whoa, no, I ain't run it over. He's like, yo, I lost my phone. Da, da, da. Yo, D, what? He went crazy. Like, and this is when he was back, like heavy working out. So all you saw was like on Ralph Hulk mad, son. Like just walking around. He was checking everything. Look, he had my phone with the flashlight, looking in the drain. All kinds.
Did he
of
ever
shit
find
like
it? No, he never
Look
found
at
it.
Nah, we never found a
Losing your
phone.
phone is the worst. I remember we was going out one night. I had just got the brand new iPhone 4. Me and Kez go to the bank, son. You remember that? We went to the bank, and I guess I had the phone in my lap, and I got out,
Oh,
and it
yeah,
fell in the
yeah,
street,
yeah,
and I didn't
yeah.
realize. Yo, in the midst of doing a U-turn, and then doing a U-turn again,
You
that
ran
shit was
over.
gone.
Yeah, bro.
I was
Word.
gone, bro.
No, let me tell
There
you.
was
what's the
not a
worst.
soul outside.
lost
but
mine
that
in
shit was
Venus.
Gone.
Let me tell you the worst.
I lost mine at a cooler fete. Remember?
Yeah, we remember that. we
Let me
was
tell you-
shit faced, bro. We were
Yo,
drinking
I
Ray and
heard.
Let me
Nephew's
tell you what's
warm
the
out the
worst.
bottle.
Tiki Village, right?
That was one of the
Losing
greatest
your
soca
phone.
fests I've ever
Soca
been to.
Village.
I didn't-
Oh my
I lost
God,
my phone,
son.
but I didn't lose it. I could probably go to the place right now and see my phone, and I can't get it at all.
Was it
I dropped it.
Oh.
Nah, I dropped it at Jason's Ben ish that he had in 2019. Where's that place? That big space. Anyway, it was his party. Girl was dancing on me, whatever, blah blah. Phone dropped in the
Plug.
middle of the steps. I could see my phone. Cannot get it though. That's the worst.
Yeah, it has to be.
Cause you could see, you know it's
Something
there,
very
but you
trouble.
can't get it. And I think if I would have probably took Junior there, he could probably go under the thing and get it. But I was like, fuck it. And I just had got the phone. That's when the 11 just came out.
Oh, so this wasn't
No,
that
this is
long ago.
recent. You got money. But you know what I'm saying? We gonna move forward.
Yeah, we gonna move on. That was a good one.
That one wasn't bad, bro. I give you
That
that.
one wasn't
I give you
bad.
that one.
Mine's is always good. You see, Chantel? You
It
see?
was good.
I know. 'Cause they be trying to hate on me, you know.
Nah,
Why is-
actually,
why
I think he
is
was
that?
prepared for you coming
I
today
don't know.
on the low.
Nah, you should have heard the last Stoop breaker
was
he
horrible.
did before you got here.
Horrible.
Jesus Christ.
Listen, anyways,
Jesus.
before we move on to the last topic, I just want to do a quick plug in. Make sure you shop Christoph Christian. That's where our merch is powered from. Chase got on the Stoop Talk hat. So you definitely go to ChristophChristian.com. You can cop all of our merch. Ked's got the Christoph Christian hat. This is their clothing brand, by the way.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so definitely go get that. Do I have anything? No, not this episode. But yeah, still go get that.
And you
got
still
to
don't
look
got
at
no
himself.
pin.
Nah, I have the pin. I just
You got the plane. You got nominated.
this nigga here. But yeah. Anyways, go make sure you go get that Stoop Talk Podcast. Christoph Christian. You heard? One family. Yeah. All right. What's so funny?
Don't
But
do
you
it.
tried to
Just,
do the same thing,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you messed it up
yeah,
this
you
time.
messed it up.
Continue.
I didn't try to do the same thing.
You did.
yes, you did.
But,
You
bro,
forgot the
all
one
called
umbrella.
I was
one
gonna.
family.
I'm not gonna say that for every freaking episode. You
All
gotta
right.
be versatile.
All right, move on.
You could be versatile.
Let him move on, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, like your DJ skills, versatile.
You know what? I could take that.
Cause you're versatile.
Thank
Bro,
you. You're
let's
killing me with
move
kindness. All right. Thank
on.
you.
All right. So due to time constraints, we are gonna just speak about this last topic here, and this is a very good one, and I'm glad Chantel.
This is
here.
actually the first and last
well,
topic.
yeah, you can say that. You can say that,
You
but
didn't
that's
even
okay.
have to say that because you just said the topic.
Yeah.
Come on.
The fresh one to go. It's so fun. All right. So active. I actually sent you the video of what we're going to discuss.
Oh, I have to play it,
Yeah. I sent it to you.
bro. I don't have.
Yo, this happens every single time.
I
No, but
sent-
I actually don't have my messages connected to my laptop no more.
So there's what needs to be done in order to
All
play
right,
this.
I'm gonna just
Bro,
probably
play it through your
airdrop
phone,
it.
put it into the mic.
All
They
right,
can
let me
hear
just
it.
do that.
You could airdrop it though.
I'm gonna airdrop it to myself. If I can do that.
This nigga's doing Jeopardy themes. Assholes.
Or I can't airdrop. I
You
can
can't
only
airdrop? All right, it's okay.
Yeah.
I have it on my phone. Or he has it on his phone as well.
Yeah. He asked for this. That's why,
Yeah, I
idiot.
know.
So why you laughing?
I can't laugh.
Nah,
I
you
just
can
like
laugh,
when
it just-
you know you just look a certain way. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so
What? You
Pause.
just like when he looks a certain
Oh,
way.
yeah, y'all
Yeah.
know what I meant.
flounder.
You do this every episode.
Yo, Mark.
Yo, curry dumpling on crab.
Yo, steamed fish.
Dude hit me up on the gram the other day and he said, Prince Donnell, can I have a wife but still be friends with other women? And the answer to that question is hell no. And this may sound arrogant when I say this, but I'm too good of a dude to be friends with single women because I have so much to offer and I'm so friendly that might turn that single woman on. And next thing you know, I'm dealing with temptation and I don't need that in my life. You feel what I'm saying? And I want to let all my fellas know this. If a woman found you worthy enough to be a husband, that means other single women will find you worthy too. But here's the thing. You don't know their intentions. And next thing you know, you was too friendly to that chick. And now you end up homeless because you laid up in that hotel with that chick. Your wife found out and you lost your entire family. Don't do it to yourself. Listen, if I got any women as friends, they acquaintances. They friends with me and my wife. You feel me? So that nothing could ever get in between because I don't play around with temptation. And you too good of a dude to be playing around with temptation too. So a dude.
All right, let me tell you something. First of all, he was wrong about the homeless part, but that's just me.
No, no, you got to look past. He was just trying to say like your wife is your family, so that's why he.
You
used
meant she
that.
throws you out the crib. That's
Yeah.
what he meant.
Well, I mean, I guess, but
But not
Anyways.
you, though. Not you.
we're not. Stop. Anyways, so I just want to ask y'all, especially the fellas first, and we're gonna do the vice versa with Chantel. But I'm gonna ask y'all, can y'all still have a fiance / wife?
I'm gonna say this. He
And
said
be friends
he
with
said
other
some
women?
things that you could agree with, and he said some things that you could disagree with.
That's a fact.
For one,
But hold on, sorry, before you go, I think there is. I just want to be clear. I think there is a difference between. I specifically said fiance / wife instead of girlfriend.
that's not gonna change what I'm gonna say.
I just want to be clear. With
I
that.
heard what he said.
Go on.
But see, you messed up my whole train of thought. But there's
You're
some things
smart.
you could disagree with, and there's some things you could agree with. The whole being friends with me and my wife thing, that's great. As far as saying, see, you fucked my whole shit up, son.
He said something about single women.
Right. Okay, good thing. Who says that you have to be friends with only single women?
That's right.
Why can't you be friends with women that are also in relationships or men that are also in relationships
Well,
or
That's
whatever
right.
the
I
situation
think
might be?
what he's trying to imply is that there are women that he knows, I guess, that are single.
Okay, and he's speaking to weak-minded men because if you can't have a platonic relationship to the point where you feel like you have to be tempted to sleep with that woman, then that's your problem.
That's right.
That's something that you got to work on. That has nothing to do with the next man, because the next man can have self-control. Just because you don't doesn't mean that every other man
It could
can't.
build temptation. You mean you want to build temptation?
And I say this a million times. You can have boundaries. You want to make jokes about, oh, you always talking about that word, but that's a very important word when you are in relationships, quote unquote, marriages, whatever you want to put it in. But boundaries, bro. That doesn't mean that if you friends with somebody that you talking about, oh, I'm gonna go lay up in a hotel with this person and such, that don't gotta mean that.
The one problem I have with what he said with the single stuff, he acting like a female who's married can't build temptation for another married person.
That too.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter if they're single or married or have a boyfriend or girlfriend. You could build temptation anyway. People build temptation on Instagram just looking at somebody. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say this. As far as Prince Donnell's concerned, I actually, believe it or not, I actually agree with a lot of stuff that he says, like normally, right?
Yeah, I don't see how you could say that. The conversation we had.
He gotta finish. He's about to say he doesn't agree with this.
No, hold
What he
on.
about to do?
I usually
no way you can say anything else.
Listen, I usually agree with most of the things that he says, right?
Right.
And I respect his position, right? Because
What?
hear me out.
Pause.
I respect his immature son. Anyways, I respect his position because I feel like for him to take that stance, he must know that obviously he would fall under that temptation of, being around single women that
he's weak.
So then you,
but he knows that.
You
though.
speak for yourself. He
I'm not
started by
speaking for
saying a
myself.
man
No,
asked
he's talking
him.
about him.
Well, right, exactly. So pretty much, but I
He's
do.
weak if you ask
Hey,
me.
listen, but at least he knows that, and I
More power
respect
to
him
for knowing.
I respect him for actually, if he feels that's what he needs to do, you know what I'm saying, in order to keep himself on a straight line. I respect that. But like I said, I don't think that, I do think actually that applies to some guys, believe it or not. I think some. We're going to use, okay, well, we're going to say some.
Let's just say people.
Right.
We're not going to act like men is the only one who face temptation. Like
No,
women
but-
don't get tempted by their
No,
male
but we're
friends.
watching a video about a male, right? So we ain't gonna
Look at
bring
Shan.
women into this.
So
Of
actually,
course.
Chantal,
There we go.
Of course.
There we go.
I have a question for you because I'm actually kind of going to flip it a little bit. right?
Wait. Before you do that, let her answer what we were talking about first before you flip it.
Well, okay. All right. Since
So how do you feel
Everyone
about?
else didn't speak. Did you?
No. But I want you to go.
no, I wanted her to go. Let's be clear. All right, Chantal, you go.
Please
ahead.
This is outrageous.
I think the philosophy, although some might not want to agree, is accurate, and I think from a female's perspective, it's for the majority. I do agree with you that the level of maturity is, but men in general are just creatures that move off of physical way more than women, and that's proven. So you could sit here and try to debate that
I
all
agree
you
with you.
want. That's what it is. So to some extent, although he might not have articulated it the best, the theory of, being exposed to women
Putting yourself in that predicament.
is an
That's why I
accurate
respect it.
theory.
Okay,
It's
so-
just, I don't think that he articulated it the best.
Okay, so let me address the point.
I
that
think he
you made
articulated it perfectly.
about men
actually.
No, he didn't.
being attracted to the physical. That's safe to say that women are attracted to the emotional, correct? Would you agree with that?
That women are more emotional or attracted to it?
Attracted more emotionally than physically, whereas a man would be
Yes,
attracted.
I
So
would
you
agree with
that.
you on that.
So here, the situation, we're not talking about somebody that you cross paths one time. We're talking about somebody that you're actively friends with. So this means you're going to have a relationship with this person. You're going to see them often. Can you not attract emotion for this person as a woman in that case.
So now you're asking me, you're just changing it and asking.
Right.
I mean, yeah, there's scenarios like a woman could put themselves in a situation where they're
That's all I
tempted
wanted
as
you
well.
to say right there.
Yeah, no, I would
you go.
never debate that. However, it's, I agree with him that, no matter how strong to a certain degree a man is, you guys just move off of the physical.
I agree that you shouldn't put yourself in situations where you could be tempted to slip and do something. However, simply having friends is not grounds to say that you're tempted to do anything, is what I think.
For
You
some
shouldn't be
people,
doing certain things with that friend that would put you in a situation like
Well-
that. I would agree with that. But simply saying you shouldn't have friends because you're married, that's just not a realistic notion.
Yeah, because like I have.
But he said associates though. Let's be. He
All right,
said,
so look,
But,
He
and
can
I
have
agree with
associates.
that part. And I said we're having you and your wife are friends with her or him. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But that also does not mean that you can't have friends.
I feel
So
like my
you-
wife would
let me tell you
know a
something.
lot of
But-
my friends.
Yeah, but
That's
hold
right.
on though.
That's
This
right.
is
Vice versa.
somebody. This
Yeah.
is somebody right here who sat in this very chair and acted as though he's cool with whatever his girl do. And now you sitting
Okay.
here spewing a whole bunch of other rhetoric
Oh.
that speaks to the opposite of that.
no, listen, because
Don't want to flip flop because
No.
you've been being called a fish
no,
on the show a lot of
No.
the times.
listen, I know.
That went over the head.
That was a bar.
Yellow fin.
That was a bar.
That went over
That
the
was a
head.
bar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That flip
saying?
flop was a bar. I ain't gonna hold you.
Active been calling you snapper and all that, and you flip flopping like a fish out of
Yellow
water.
fin.
Yeah, slow it down.
There's nothing.
I just did.
There is nothing about what I said that says.
Bro, you just agreed with him that you shouldn't have
I
some
said-
friends because you tempted.
I know-
But you
no,
also
no,
said earlier
no,
tonight.
no. I did not. I said for him. I said, look, I respect his position. I do not agree that you cannot have friends. Of course, I have plenty of friends. I would never agree. I just said I respect.
How did you start?
I started saying I usually agree with what he says, right? And then I said I respect where he is coming from.
And
because
then you said what?
And listen. And then I said I respect where he's coming from.
You said that already, but what you said
But
after that?
Nigga, you keep interrupting me. You gonna let me speak?
You repeating yourself.
I'm trying to paint the picture.
You repeating yourself.
Anyways, what I said was, now you made me freaking forget. Yo, you did that on
You
purpose.
just repeating
All right,
yourself.
wait, hold on. I
bro.
remember now.
All right, so
I remember. No,
I
no,
wanna
no,
say
no, no,
one
no, no,
thing.
no. Shh. I remember.
He just shushed you, son.
Yes, I remember.
Wow.
So what I said was, I respect where he's coming from, but that doesn't mean that applies to me. What I said was he can do that because he doesn't trust himself, and he acknowledged that. That's why I commended him for saying that on his behalf. That doesn't apply.
I
to me.
don't think he meant that for himself, but hey,
But I think that's how he
I
feels.
felt like he was
said it.
talking to
No,
all
He's the one that
he's-
said
men.
the segment
Like,
started
all
by him
men are
saying a
thinking
dude
like that.
asked him the question, and his response was, "No, you shouldn't." And then he used himself in
As
the
an-
answer, but he's saying that as a man,
But
that's
he's-
not what you should do
But he's living that because he's saying because he's using
because
himself
that's
as an
how he
example.
feels that you should do it. That was the
Right,
notions
based,
I got.
based off of him. And I said, yeah, since he feels that way, he must obviously feels like he don't want to put himself in a situation possibly to cheat. So that's why I
basically
don't feel that way.
You
I just
disagree with
said-
him though.
Yes,
So then why didn't you just say that? You talking about you
I
respect
just-
his position and all those other
because
wild
I
shit.
do, but that's important to say.
That's irrelevant. If you don't agree, speak for
Anyways.
yourself. Stop You like to be on the fence a lot of the time with these topics. You don't pick a side, my nigga. Stop doing that.
I
son.
pick a side.
No, you
Clearly.
don't.
Chantel, I have a little quick question for you before I
Okay.
get to them and we wrap up. Being your profession, what you do, right? Meaning that you have to constantly be in
Lord.
communication with event planners and promoters and this, that, and the third. Now, my question to you now is: do you find yourself having issues, or let's say even trust issues, when it comes to just even a generalization? If you don't want to put your business out there, just like a generalization of do you think it's difficult for people in that type of industry to kind of I guess have these healthy relationships?
I've had horrible experiences with dating people in the industry. So has it had a traumatizing? It has been traumatizing for me, but I feel like it is hard because I'm consumed in working in the industry, so most of the people that I meet are, some have some type of involvement.
Right.
From the smallest to the little.
Just like actors, date actors.
So it's hard. And just to piggyback off the conversation, I feel like that's probably why I'm so strong about the men not being able to, because the men in that industry just have proved that they just can't have female friends.
You see,
like it's.
I mean,
well, for me,
And don't BS it, Active. Don't BS it.
Let me tell you something.
Just say it as it is.
I am. So watch this. There's people that have a lot of friends. There's people who have no friends. Some as people don't have no family members, and there's some people who have a lot of family members. Now I'm a guy that have a lot of female friends.
Me too.
And then, all right, and then I have the ones who are very close to me.
Me too.
So I'm gonna say, let's just get 5. I got 5 close female friends, right? If I'm usual, like going out with them or whatever, we go out to eat, whatever. Like, let's just say it's me and Chantel. Me and Chantel go out. I always say, yo, we don't link, whatever. And I have a girlfriend. She's gonna know that this is a me and Chantel thing before anything. So if we get together and we're serious, and she knows that me and Chantel go out on, it could be a business date, you know what I'm saying? Or we could go out to eat and talk about an event or whatever it is. Should that be a problem? I don't think it should be, because I've already been doing this. You already know this is my friend, and this is something that we've been doing. You know what I'm saying? So
I think, just to piggyback off of that convo, I think for me in that position, like I try to make it comfortable when I have a client that has, a girlfriend. So like, I mean, I'm not trying to be your friend, but I try to, there's a way that you could present yourself to a woman where she'll feel like a little bit more,
comfortable.
Right. So I think that's important. And I think any man that has female friends, they should automatically view it as that because of the level of respect they have for you.
A lot of people, and I said that to say this, a lot of guys like him probably won't understand that because he didn't grow up like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when somebody don't grow up like how you was raised or how you was doing things, they probably won't understand the other side of the fence. You know what I'm saying? Like if he didn't grow up with a female friend, he's not going to understand what I'm saying because he never did that himself. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for a person to understand what I'm probably trying to say because I could go out with Chantel all the time.
I get
week.
you, bro.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like,
but that you just twisted the whole convo. What are you tempted by women being in your field? Like, is that something that you find is doable for you to just...
if you was already my friend and we already, why would I be tempted now when I have a
so
girlfriend?
No new friends then?
Nah, I'm not going out with no new girl. Like
Okay.
I'm not gonna be going out on dates with a new girl while I have that don't make no sense.
So no new friends. So no new. Active. I like the way you play music, yo. Let me get your Instagram, like.
Yeah, of course. That's my Instagram. Yeah, I could have new friends, but I'm not gonna go out on a date with them.
Oh, so you could have new friends, but
well, in my field,
but that's not really considered new friends.
That's not really.
I'm with you,
I mean, it starts there.
Right.
It starts
and we did,
there.
and y'all know how I feel about this.
Yeah, so. but I'm a DJ, so if somebody like me, a female likes me the way I DJ, she's gonna want my Instagram. She's gonna want to feel.
When you're dealing with somebody that's a public figure, people gonna be on their Instagram. There's nothing you could do about that.
Yeah,
but like you said, now
people
if you're
gonna want to talk
a
to
friendship
you
with this person, phone numbers, going out and linking, that's a different story.
That's a different story. I'm not doing that. If she talks to me, she see a post, I'll respond and stuff like that. But
or were you playing that tonight and then she shows up?
Listen, that to answer your question that you asked, that is the whole thing about it. He's making it starts there with Instagram. Then they're at every Every
So what you
So then
want us
don't
to
deal
do?
with somebody that's a public figure then.
right.
If that's
well,
the case.
well, what I'm saying is that's ideal,
That's
but
what- yeah.
when you work in that
all
industry,
you
that's
meet.
generally who
Yeah,
you meet.
That's the
so
issue.
what? So what do I do?
Yep.
I mean,
eHarmony.
Christian Mingle.
Christian Mingle.
Listen.
in all
And
actuality,
then you
like
end up in a basement.
you can have that conversation, but if he don't respect what you're saying, then you dip. There's nothing you can really do. But what you supposed to do? Be by yourself?
Oh,
Those are
that's
those are
the route I've
crazy people, if
chosen
you ask
now.
me.
Or get a dog.
Or just don't deal with nobody in the industry.
Yeah, because like I had said
I want to
this-
get Chase's take before we wrap because we got to wrap up.
Yeah, and
Be quick.
it goes back to what I said like long time ago. Like these females or even men, whatever, you like a certain actress or a singer or whoever. If a girl want to date Chris Brown, what the fuck she think is gonna come with that? Or actor. You're dating an actor, actor's gonna be kissing other actors, even though that's his job description.
But they're facing the same thing as well. I mean,
yeah, that's
just
what
like
I'm
what
saying.
Shannon's talking about.
So I'm saying, so you like an actor, you like Morris Chestnut, whoever you like, and you get with him, and he's kissing other women in
So if
movies.
you date a DJ, basically you know what comes with it.
Yeah, you know it's gonna come with females liking the way he is,
The attention.
getting the
That's what it
attention.
is. You know
That's
the attention
you're
comes along
gonna.
with it.
That's
Probably what
have to do.
attracted Shorty in the first place. All that fucking attention. All
And
that
that's
heat.
probably how I met you. The fuck.
Mm.
So don't get.
So
and that's
Yo,
another thing.
Chase,
first
real quick
off,
before we
son in the
we gotta-
video,
we
I
gotta
feel
wrap
like
up.
he gonna end up like Derek Jackson.
Well,
Because I'm not gonna lie, if I was single and I had them type of fucking eyes, I'm batting them shit all the time, bro. Every time a shorty look at me, I'm just gonna stare at
Nah,
you.
shout out to Prince Donnell though. We actually, well,
Nah.
I'm not gonna say nothing, but yeah, shout out to him. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he's gonna be in the. I don't think he's gonna be because the way he sound is like if a girl want to meet up with him, he's coming with.
He's
his
with
wife.
it, son.
Yeah. No,
He's
he
with
sound
it.
like he's coming with his wife.
Yeah,
That's what he sounds
I
like.
don't know, son.
I think he's
After
a-
Derek Jackson,
I think he's a good guy. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Oh.
He don't really. This is my personal opinion. I don't,
You know
I
him?
could be wrong.
he probably
I don't.
do. He
Well,
probably-
I know of him. Remember we spoke about that. I know of him.
You went
I know
to Jump
some-
Well,
Jacks?
like I had said earlier, if I have a wife, especially a wife, any of my female friends,
She's gonna.
my wife gonna know.
Right. Because
And then being that I'm
friends.
right, exactly, and then being that I am in that marriage, there is no interest. Exactly, there's no interest for new friends and meeting new people. So therefore,
Going out on new dates.
Man.
That make no sense. Well, let's wrap it up though.
that's it up.
All right. Well done, Chantel. You were excellent. Like I said, we had a really good conversation with you. That intro was. We could have kept on
Amazing.
talking, honestly. You know,
A lot of people needed to hear that.
Yeah, and a lot of people will, and you know, there will be people that will be happy, and then there will be
You know,
people that will be
some
a little
pissed off niggas
salty.
after that,
You know what I'm
boy.
saying? But that's neither here nor there.
Pay,
So,
pay my manager.
yeah,
Or we shooting up the block.
facts, big facts.
All right.
R.I.P.
You didn't
DMX,
have to-
you know
you
what
just
I'm saying?
fucked up. everything.
Anyways, Chantel, what is your Instagram handle? How can they reach you?
My Instagram handle is at LifestylesShan and also at Lifestyles Events. So that's
Facts.
how you could
And
contact
she's
me.
wearing a hoodie.
Oh yeah,
I
show
am.
the camera the hoodie real quick. The braids is blocking it a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Yep, there you go. All right.
All right,
Got that, Brian?
Brian got it.
Yeah.
Stand up.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Brian not trying to see the hoodie.
Uh-oh. Yo. Shout out
I'm
to our
joking.
cameraman,
I'm
Brian.
joking.
Now, shout out to you, Chantel. You were great, and you know, I can't wait to see what you have in store for the years to come.
Thank you. I enjoy being here.
Yes, for sure. Maybe we could once you get real big time, you know, hopefully you don't forget about us, and maybe we could stop by again. You know what I'm saying?
And we need you to come back again and get some topics in because we only did one.
That was because the conversation was so good the first time. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
But
yeah.
it's cool. It's what it is. We like to free spirit it over here. So, anyways, Active. What is your Instagram handle?
DJ Active 247, May 9th, Red Light Special.
Bap.
Bat,
We supposed to host that?
of course.
Yeah. Chase. What's the
This nigga don't
Instagram
sound
handle?
Too happy about it.
It's Mother's Day.
I gotta drive back all the way from PA. King Chase 718.
Oh, he said that was some. Okay, all right. Chase ready to go home to do something.
So is Josh.
All right, kids. What's the Instagram handle?
You're ready, K3DZ. Follow me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Phresh, go ahead. Make it smooth, brother.
Man, you can't just ever let me do my shit without saying something, bro. Man, Fifth Ave Phresh with a PH, no F, BCE at the end. You already know the vibes.
All right. Listen, I don't got time for all the extra,
Flounder.
regular
BCE.
words that you said. So I'm just gonna say, my Instagram handle is Lance BCE. You follow me, and follow
Squidward
me.
BCE.
Lance
All right.
CB.
Nah,
Lancey B.
no man. All right. Anyways, in closing,
Shrimp BCE.
before we
Ooh,
actually conclude,
Disrespectful.
Jeez.
if you have any topics that you want us to discuss, or if any sponsors you want to reach out to us, any artists you want to get an interview, just feel free to contact us. Our email is inquiries@stooptalkpodcast.com. All right? Inquiries@stooptalkpodcast.com. Okay? It's been real, folks, but we gone. And Josh wants to leave, so we are signing out. Peace.
Cheer.